Hello, everybody. Hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday. It was such a busy day for us. And the day, a 90-day run for day 43, it wasn't up on the accelerator platform. I believe that Eric had some challenges with some internet. He's in traveling right now, so he did have his accelerator $1 million earner club members do a session on relationships in network marketing. So I wanted to share that with you. When I'm finished this session, I will post the PowerPoint note that I took. It was quite a short segment. They really talked a lot about this dynamic couple, Tom and Denise Chenault. They spoke a lot about their relationship and building a business as a couple, and they spoke a lot about how to get over the fear factor in building your own personal belief in the industry. So they were sharing a lot about themselves. They didn't have a lot of meat and potato content, except for a couple things that really stood out, which is extremely important in network marketing. Network marketing is a relationship business. It's not just a transaction. And I think a lot of people come into this business and they just want to get people into the business. They want to make money. They're counting their commissions. They're counting their volumes. And they're not making it about the people that they're bringing into the business and how they could help to develop them and help guide them into some activities in building their business. So it's all about guiding people through the process as they're growing and earning in this business model. And when you help many people over time, that's when you really get compensated. You know, you hear a lot about the veterans in the network marketing profession, the ones that are really in the game. You know who those people are. They're the ones that show up no matter what. They show up and they're constantly in a service mode. And those are the ones who do extremely well and build extremely large organizations around the globe. And I know because Chris and I are doing this. We've been doing this for so many years. We have 25 years experience in the profession of building large teams worldwide and developing leadership within, finding the people who are hungry enough to do this business and really dig in with them to help them. And that's what it's all about, relationships, relationships, relationships. And you need to understand that in the prospecting process as well. You know, people know when they're being sold to. People know when they're hounded on. You know what I'm talking about when you walk into a store and you can tell when a salesperson is genuinely interested in what you want to purchase and why you want to purchase it and they'll ask many questions about you to find out what's a fit for you, and they'll take you into that direction. And then you know the ones who just want to make the sale. And we see it all the time, Chris and I, and we just smile at each other. You know, there's the ones that just want to make you the sale on the most expensive thing because they see you coming. And that is not building a true long-term relationship. So the key is to build those relationships so strong that you'll never be apart because of this. And we've been able to do that for many years ourselves. One thing that Tom talked about was the BLT with people, because he was a struggling alcoholic, and he was very vulnerable sharing his his challenges. You could feel it, that what he's been through. But he said the book that they read through the AA, I guess, training, whatever they do to go to the AA, so that they no longer have the temptation to drink alcohol. I'm not in that environment, so I'm trying to find the words for it. but he talked about a lot of his growth and a lot of the way he builds his business in network marketing is based on that book. And he says there's three things, BLT, like a BLT sandwich, he said. Number one is belong. People are looking to belong. They're looking for belonging. They're looking to be part of something that they can feel a part of a family, a part of a community, people who genuinely care. And that is number one. And number two is love. It's always to be love. And when you are serving in a loving way, people are open. And you must recognize that, I'm sure. Every time you're in your prospecting, you'll see that when you approach people with a genuine heart and that you genuinely care and you bring that community of belonging, then trust will take place in the prospecting process, in the associate approaching and connecting with your associate. So 3 is trust. So belonging, love, and trust. And those things, if you carry those in your heart when you're building your business, whether it's on social media, whether it's in your messages, on your reels, on your lives, people sense people who want to make a ton of money and they just want to get the sale. People sense that. I sense it all the time when I'm on social and I see what people are up to. And then you see the people that really stand out, and those are the ones that are really genuine. And they throw out a lot of caring things. You could tell by their quotes that they're putting out there that they're really genuine people. And so these are really, really important things. So I hope you wrote that down. I will send the slide to you. But that was one thing that really stood out in the training of their experience. And he said one thing that I really liked: fire your brain and hire your heart. Again, I'm going to repeat this: fire your brain and hire your heart. When you build this business from your heart, you're going to attract a lot of genuine people to you. Okay? And don't go out there just bringing logical stuff to the world. People are looking for what's in it for me. And so that's a really important message for all of us to learn as we're connecting with people and our associates as well. And then I wrote another 4 key things that they said that really stood out. Figure out what people are missing in their lives and bring them something. It's so simple, right? It all sounds so simple, yet when people sit down with prospects, they're not really paying attention to their prospects. They're trying to find a way to get the sale, trying to find a way to get them to do something. But if you sit back and you really listen to people, they're going to give it to you. They give you what you're looking for. They give you their respect too, right? By sharing that with everybody. And because not everybody is going to open up. And when somebody starts to open up with you, let them talk, because they feel good with you. They feel like they can share something with you, that you won't judge them. And when they have that feeling, they're much more open, and that you get that trustworthy relationship building going on. And it's not even often in the first conversation that something will move into a business relationship. Does it happen? Yes, it does. And I believe that the more you build your business and the more you do one-on-one presentations and the more you do Zoom sessions one-on-one, as you get to know people, you become better. And the more you do it, the better the results that you're going to get. And I just want you to know that, because if you're struggling with results, reflect on this and find out if you were coming into the conversations with a genuine heart and you really care and you really want to provide them something that could make a difference for them in their health, in their financial situation, because I think those two things are such a big thing that people are missing in life today. And if you're genuine and you share something that you believe could make a difference for them, if they're open enough to have a look at it, then people are open. They really are. And at least curious enough to look at information. And with the proper follow-up and answering questions, often you're going to bring people into your business a lot faster today than before, because people are nervous about what's going on in the world today. So that was one thing. And then write the things down. I know when you're in front of people, you can't write them down, but focus on listening and grabbing the key things that they're talking about, because often there'll be another exposure, there'll be another exposure, there'll be another exposure. And what I do in my calendar, in my contacts, when I meet somebody, in the notes section, and even in the address book when I'm putting people's names, I'll put notes about them, whatever they're sharing with me, so that the next time I connect with them, I have our last conversation. How many of you do this? And you know what happens is, often when I start out with the conversation, I'm kind of bringing us back together from the last conversation by saying something like, oh, by the way, how did everything go with your daughter's wedding? And let them talk. Or, hey, I hope everything was okay with your mom. The last time we spoke, there was some challenges going on. And when you come from the heart and you bring back some conversation, you'll see that you'll get a lot closer to people. And often people say to me, Tammy, you have a really great memory. I do have a great memory. I'll be honest with you. I got a great memory for stuff like this. But I do write it down, and I do go back and reflect and remember. Okay? Very few times was I in a rush and I started writing their contact information and didn't put any notes. And then if you let it go too long in contacting people, you forget where you've met them. So you don't want to forget people you met. Be that person who remembers something about everyone you meet. That is a great skill in itself. Be that person who remembers something about every single person you meet. Something. And work on that. Every time you meet somebody, find something that you can remember about that person. That really helps in building relationships. And the best thing you remember about me is what I remember about you. So these were some of the key things that I pulled from the training segment itself, and which are very important in relationship building. As Chris and I always say, just be love, serve. And the more you do that, the more successful you become in building this business. Just love like crazy, care about people. Not everybody is in the same situation. And when people feel like they're heard, and when people feel like you genuinely care about them, they will move towards you. So, or you haven't spoke to each other in a long time, and you'll have that conversation, and they'll remember how you treated them the last conversation you had with them. Okay, so these are all the things. So the BLT, belong, love, and trust, fire your brain, and hire your heart. I really love that one. I'm going to add that one to my verbal connection, because that one is big. You got to build this business from your heart. It's not like a traditional job. I mean, even when I had a traditional business, I was like that. When my doors opened to my boutique, the most important person in that room was the client that was standing there. So I always wanted to make them look amazing. And that was my job. As an owner, I made them look fantastic in a bathing suit, no matter what shape or size. That was my gift. And I had my own designs, and I had people could buy top, separate bottom, like mix and match, and they picked their color, they picked everything, and I helped them through the process of all of that. And because of that, my brand was expensive, but it was unique. And I made people feel great when they walked out, and they came back and they came back and they sent referrals and they came back because of the way I treated them the moment they walked into my boutique. So I guess I'm carrying this with me coming into the network marketing profession, making those people that I meet the most important people. All right, so I hope you got some great value from that. Hi, Luce, how are you? I know you've been super busy rocking it, and so proud of you. Everything that you're doing is so awesome on social media. I'm following you, even though I had a little setback last week with the sciatica. I'm still following, and kudos to you, girl. So that's my segment for today. I hope you all have a fabulous week. And remember, the most important thing for you in this business is the relationships that you build. Because you want to build, if you want to build a long-term business, you want long-term relationships where you watch people get married, you watch them have children, and we're even at stages where we're all having grandchildren. And we've got relationships that can never be torn apart because of what we created together as a community. And that's who we are with Max. We are Max. We are in this together. We are one. And I love you guys. Okay, have a great one. Bye.